I want to share with you guys one of the biggest hacks that I've discovered accidentally in my business and in my life that has changed the game for me. If you're interested in learning how you can increase your health, your wisdom, and your wealth without spending any additional money, then you want to make sure that you stick around for this video. By the way, if you learn something new, or you get a gem, or you find some information that's going to change the game for you, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. Look for the red button that says subscribe and click the notification bell next to it. That way you're notified every single week when we drop new heat like this. I want you to look at it like this. You have health, wealth, and happiness. These are the three evergreen topics that you need to focus on. And all of these you need to be progressing and improving in order to become the best version of yourself. In this game called life, your number one goal should be to become the best version of yourself. And the only way to be the best version of yourself is to master and increase your health, your wealth, and your happiness. I talk about this in another video where we really go deep on how if you only focus on one of these three or two of these three, you'll never truly be happy or fulfilled. If you haven't watched that video, I'll tag to it here, and I'll also put it at the end of this video. That way, if you haven't seen it yet, you can go watch that video after this video. So when it comes to health, wisdom, and wealth, there's one simple hack that you can implement to get better at all of these. Now, I call this the 1% rule, and this is something that you can train yourself on right now, starting today. We always say that success loves speed, and I often refer to success also loving math. See, when it comes to being happy, when it comes to being healthy, when it comes to being wealthy, all of these things you can look at as a mathematical equation. Let me explain. When it comes to health, if you want to lose weight, one of the easiest ways to lose weight, and I learned this from my good friend Alex Hermosi, is to basically track your metrics or track your macros. So if you have your calorie intake, you have the calories that you're burning, and then you also have your protein intake. These are all different numbers. So for instance, if I weigh 250 pounds and I'm trying to lose weight, a simple rule is you can multiply 250 times 10. That's 2,500 calories. If I want to maintain my weight, I have to eat around 2,500 calories. However, when I reduce that multiple by a point, and the more points you reduce that multiplier by, the more weight that you can lose. For instance, if I take 250 and I multiply it by 5, I'm basically cutting the calorie intake in half. Therefore, it's a mathematical equation that I can lose weight by working out the same and by eating the same amount of protein. I can actually lose more weight by just adjusting this number. It's a mathematical equation. Let's go over to wisdom. If you look at wisdom, how can you become more wise? How can you learn more? Well, the more you learn, the more you earn. Is it safe to say that if you were to read more, go to more trainings, go through more programs, go through more courses, so on and so forth, that you would be wiser? Absolutely. And when it comes to wealth, when it comes to money, let's say that you worked a little bit longer, you worked a little bit harder, you worked a little bit smarter. Let's say that you invested just a little bit more each and every time. Would you accumulate more wealth? The answer is yes to all three of these. So if you look at it, by implementing more in each and every one of these fields, you're able to earn more. Now, this is where the 1% works. Now, by the way, in the other video, we talk about this a lot, but you should be at 33% on all of these. Why? Because if you allocate 33% of your time, effort, and energy to all three of these, that accounts for around 100% of your whole. So you only have 100% of time, effort, and energy, and you want to allocate them evenly through all three of these in order to be the best version of yourself. But how do we grow each and every one of these guaranteed every single day, and how do we get better in every single way? Well, I call this the 1% rule. So every single day when you use one of these, I want you to focus on getting 1% better. Now, if you do the math, let's do 1 times 365. The 1 is the 1% that you're getting better. The 365 is the days. Well, that's 365, right? Easy math. If you get 1% better each and every day in every single way, at the end of the year, you are 365% better. I didn't graduate high school and I don't have a college degree, but I can tell you this, 300% is over 3 times better than you were when you started. 100% would be double, 200% would be twice as good, and 300% plus is more than tripling where you are. So if you want to triple your health, wealth, and wisdom every single year, all you have to do is do 1% more each and every day. Now, let me give you a few different examples in each and every field. And this is what I'm doing. Now, guys, I am far from where I want to be in life. However, my duty and my goal and it's my passion is to bring you guys along with my journey. This is what I'm doing in my life. This is what I've done to get where I am. And hopefully you can take this and implement it in your life and you can increase your income, your impact, as well as your influence, and you can be more fulfilled and more happy. So when it comes to health, I'll give you my personal examples and what I do. If I'm doing 10 reps, right? Let's say I'm doing 10 reps, 10 sets, whatever it may be. I like to throw just one extra set in or one extra rep in. Or if I'm walking and I'm walking for 5 miles or I'm walking for 5 minutes, I like to throw an extra mile in or an extra minute. What can you do to throw that little bit extra in that's at least 1% or more? This means that you're going to get more results. Now, if you do this every single day, this compounds. Now, you want to do it realistically. Now, you're not going to be able to add an extra mile every single day if you're walking a mile. It's 365 miles. Nobody can do that. But can you add an extra 10 seconds, an extra 30 seconds? When it comes to health, if you're managing your calories, like, can you eat a little bit less calories or can you burn a little bit more fat? Can you do those extra reps? Look at it like that and look at it in such a microscopic number to the point where it's not going to, oh, you know what, this is too hard, or you know what, this is too painful, or this is too stressful. I want you to look at it as 1%. 1% is a very small number, right? If you look at 100 of something, 1% is literally 1. So literally, if you're doing 100 reps, all you need to do is do one extra rep. That's all. And if you do that every single day, compounded at the end of the year, it's 365%. Let's look at wisdom. Oftentimes when I'm doing my meditating or when I'm doing my reading or when I'm at an event or I'm going through a course, whatever the time I give myself, I like to go a little bit over. If I tell myself I'm going to read 2 chapters, I'll go in 2 chapters in 5 pages, or I'll go an extra chapter. Whatever it is when it comes to learning, just go that extra mile and think about 1%. I want you to literally think about doing something that you can implement quickly that's not going to burden, or you're not going to be stressed out, or you're not going to be thinking like, oh, this is too difficult. I want you to be able to crush it. When it comes to wealth, could you spend 1% less? Could you save 1% more? Could you invest 1% more? Let's say you were going to invest $100 in stocks. Could you invest $101 instead? It seems stupid, but if you train your subconscious mind to think about doing 1% more each and every day in every single way, at the end of the year with this level of thinking and training your subconscious, you are literally tripling where you were when you started. This is one of the hacks that I've used to get where I am. Every single thing I do, every single way I do it, I try to do it better the next day, the next time than what I did the previous day or the previous time that I did it. Even if it's just microscopic, because this adds up. Just like compound interest is insignificant, but through years and years and years, it does add up. Right? It's not my formula for being rich, but it does add up. So think about this like compound interest. If you're doing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, even though it's insignificant at the time, it will add up, it will compound, you will get better. And most importantly, you will start to train your subconscious mind to always hold yourself accountable for being more, for wanting more, for doing a little bit more. And when you start to think this way, guess what? Your significant other, your children, your colleagues, people who work for you at your association or your business, they will all start to adapt this as well. So within my organization and within my culture, I want my team members knowing that I'm always pushing myself to want more, to accomplish more, to do better, even if it's 1%, because they will do the same. Hopefully that you guys implement this stuff, and I'd love to know how it works for you guys and what results you guys gotten. As always, I read all the comments. So if you want to chat, you have a question, you have a video suggestion, down below, let me know what your thoughts are. I love reading them. I love responding to them. And if you want to connect with me over on Instagram at @officialjoshuacrisp, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't yet, smash that subscription button, and next to that, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every single week when we drop new videos. If you're an Amazon seller, did you know that AMZ Hunter, our sister company, actually offers a la carte services that handle pretty much everything? So if you're interested in Amazon services done for you, I've got good news. head over to amzhunter.com/services, use special code HUNTER50 for 50% off. And by the way, if you're interested in working personally with me and my team, or making an investment in an Amazon business built, ran, and managed by our team, head over to AMZ Together right now, and I'll see you guys on the other side.